Greeting, friends, and it's the Grumpy Old Man, broadcasting live at station WDWL TV, Studio B, located on Grumpy Vulture Boulevard. And we are a division of Grumpy Vulture Productions. Because if he hears, he'll want to be part of the show. And it's bad enough he gets top billing. Okay. Today's topic: how to or not to interview. Okay? I watch several live streams. I watch one in the morning specifically, and then if I can stand it, I watch one that starts between 7 and 8 p.m. I have politely written a critique because this person admits, I'm not really good at this interviewing stuff. Well, in the past, I have done some freelancing for radio and TV stations, and I'm not Mr. IR interviewer, but I do remember some of the things that you're supposed to and not supposed to do. This one in the evening has me ripping the stubble out of my skull. Because, first of all, he'll start his stream, like several YouTube streamers do, that they know they have a following. They'll take roll call. Now, I have nothing against taking roll call, except the way this one does it at night. And I email. As a matter of fact, I emailed him a couple of times. I said, first of all, his intro is so loud that when he plays it here in the United States, they hear it in London through the sound waves, not online. And there's nothing worse, and I have told them, I said, I am not the only person that wears headphones, than to have your intro start out with a diving siren from a submarine. And to have it at like 120 decibels on top of it. Of course, it was going to get toned down. Not. Then, once he does roll call and introduced his guest for the evening, as soon as someone pops into the chat, he will, "Hey, Bomuglia, welcome to the show." Is there a reason to scream at the top of your lungs? And this goes on throughout the show. You know, if somebody pops into the stream 10 minutes before it's over, it's like, "Hey, look, assholes here." Then they will discuss a topic, and he will ask his guest a question. Like, what did you just think of what that person just did? And the person will start to answer, "Well, I think, hey, Billy's here. Welcome, Billy." And, is it, as you were saying, well, as I started out to say, "Hey, look, Susie's here. Welcome." Susie sent me a basket of old rotten apple cores last week. Thank you, Susie. I appreciate that. As you were saying, well, yeah, as I started to, mention, "Hey, look, assholes here. I chatted with him online last week. Nice guy." By the time they finally, get to the guest, he fucking forgets what the question was. And this goes on every night. And, yeah, he has 6,999 more followers than I've got, but I've tried to politely tell him, first of all, I says, why don't you watch how some other people stream? Well, obviously, that's never been done because it's never been mentioned, and the stream stays the same. And then when somebody becomes a member, he has this stupid thing that he plays. And it goes on all evening. And I tried to tell him, I said, first of all, you do have moderators. Have your moderators compile a list and then take an intermission and thank people for buying memberships or ultra chats or whatever, and then continue on and have your moderators compile. No. And I was a subscriber, but I couldn't take it anymore. No matter how many emails I would send suggesting how you can formalize your chat to be a little more professional, not. Now, I have no room to really talk. Because first of all, I am not into this enough yet to have guests. I wouldn't know how to invent one if I tried. And second of all, I don't have a running chat because I can't figure out how to turn it on. I realize there could be some people out there that would want to, say something to me. Can't figure it out yet. I'm lucky I got this far. So I've got no room to talk. But once I get to that point, I will try to run a semi-professional stream. I know one thing for sure. As much as I would appreciate a person joining into the chat and logging into my channel, I would not interrupt my guest to say hello to that person. That's why they have these people with the wrenches. You see a little wrench after their name, they're a moderator. Or if you get big enough, you'll have a producer. And the producer handles this stuff. He throws out wrenches like, he's buying them at Harbor Freight. So it's not that he doesn't have moderators. He just doesn't use them. Yeah, I'm not, the best person in the world to be giving out advice. But I sure as hell think I could run a pretty decent stream. Once I figure out, first of all, how to see if I've got people actually watching. There's a thing in the corner for chat, but can't figure out what to do with it. This program also has some great special effects without having to buy a green screen. And one I really loved. I mean, I've got something set up for it if I could ever figure out how to get it on here. I did once. By accident. Wasn't paying attention what I did, but they've got some neat special effects. Even though this is, streaming for dummies, got some neat special effects. I mean, I could put double horns on, have emojis floating in the screen. And like I say, that one background, oh my God, I would love to have it. I can't figure it out. Stupid, grumpy old man can't figure it out. Like my new sign, it says no trespassing. Are you bulletproof or just stupid? I bought that one. My buddy sent me that one. I thought this one was cute. Like I say, that's the nice thing about having this wall back here. I can change it around and do all kinds of things. I've got a banner. I'm still working on what I'm planning for Wednesdays. I haven't got it totally figured out. I also, last night, I was freezing. Well, I went back in and found out that my computer didn't have enough RAM. So I ordered another one of these little itty bitty small form factor with twice the RAM. Maybe that'll cure things. As a matter of fact, last night was the first time it froze, and it froze a couple of times, and it really bothered me. So I went into the specs for Prism, and it suggested a certain amount of RAM, and since this one didn't have enough, I bought it's a refurbished little small form factor like this. It's a little. Focus. Focus. Well, you get the point. It's a think center. Wi-Fi. This is for Studio A. I'm replacing the big monster boxes. But when I discovered that the computer I'm running on now was way short of RAM, and you know what's nice about these certified eBay refurbished little $46, 500 gig hard drive, 8 gigs of RAM, built-in Wi-Fi, 5 USB 3.0 ports, display port, VGA port, everything I need. $46 and free shipping and a 1-year warranty. So this will be the backup. Actually, I'm going to put another monitor up because that way I can have the chat running once I figure out how to do it. I think basically what I have to do is have YouTube running on one monitor and then have my Prism Live on this computer. And that way I could watch. See, there's probably a chat running right now on YouTube, and I'm not answering it. You know, there might be 1 or 2 people actually watching, but I think that's the way you do it. You have to have 2 units running. And I've already got the mount and the monitor. And with these little computers, I can stack one on top of another. And that way, the computer that will be over there, or the monitor, will be running YouTube with a chat. And then this one will be my Prism Live that I stream from. I'm pretty sure that's the way everybody operates. Because I see everybody with two devices. You know, today I watched 2 different streams, and the guy had a tablet that he kept looking down at and answering questions. And then a girl I watched, she had just had her phone, and she said something about YouTube. So I figured, that's the way they do it. You have two units going. One logged into YouTube to your, to my channel, and that way I could see the running chat. And this is my dual platform broadcast unit. I think that's the way. I got to email the morning guy that I watch because he's a whiz at this. I think that's the way you do it. I'm going to email him in the morning. And I'll have that second unit that I bought today in a couple of days because it's going out UPS. Matter of fact, it says it's already shipped. So, I think I'm coming into the big time here. I think. Dangerous when I think. But, with that, I'm going to call it an evening. And I will chat with you tomorrow, friends. And with that,